Hello, this is Jacob Sherman for the 403 midterm. So, this midterm is all about connecting the TVC with the Lux sensor and Node MCU to take the data about the light and be able to push it to ThinkSpeak, which is right over here. And you can see I got a bunch of data on light. It seems to jump a lot, but then have these levels that it likes. But anyway, going back to Code Composer here. So the main thing is I ended up having to rewrite the UART initialization because it wasn't working for some reason, as well as create my own write to UART command and convert an integer to UART, which makes sense. Because the printf UART wasn't working, but other than that, that's basically down here. You'll see in here's main. We have configure UART, which I showed you earlier. I didn't have to change the I2C or this, but then I had to create init for MCU, which if I go up, it shouldn't be too far high. Here. So obviously I tell the MCU to reset just to make sure that there's no weird settings on the MCU that are going to mess things up. I tell it which mode to be in, which is station mode, I believe is what this is. Then I tell it to link to or join our Wi-Fi router. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. And then tell it that I only want it to have one connection. And so, yeah, that's initializing the MCU. I initialize a timer 0 because I didn't use the hibernation because it caused the debugging to go all really weird and junk, and I didn't really want to deal with that. Here we are. So this is initializing timer 0. Nothing terribly interesting here. Pretty normal. And then down here, I tell it to connect to ThinkSpeak or whatever. Then I tell it how long it's going to be, which it actually has to calculate using the calculating the length of what the integer would have to be. And then down here it sends to ThinkSpeak the value. The value is actually here because it splits this little thing into 2 parts, or 3 parts actually. And then it turns on a little light just to tell me when it's actually posting data. And then if we look over here, eventually, yep, there's the little blue light. So it does that every time it posts. So if we go to ThinkSpeak here, I reload this, it'll say it has 190 entries, and it was less than a minute ago that it posted. And there you go, you got the midterm, the graph. And that should be it.